I want to take time to highlight what is called strategic asset allocation. Strategic asset allocation. I will talk about the benefits and the risk, as well as important features of this particular investment strategy. So, strategic asset allocation is a long-term investment strategy that involve, dividing an investment portfolio among different asset classes to achieve a balance between risk and return. According to an investor's objective as well as risk tolerance. So here are the the breakdown of this class of or this type of strategy. The key features here involve number one, is that long-term focus. That long-term focus is a very important nature of strategic asset allocation. So it aims to establish a stable mix, of asset classes that align with investors' long-term financial goals, as well as the individual's level of risk tolerance. Number two is predetermined allocation. Predetermined allocation, it involves setting targets percentage for various asset class. Example, stocks, bonds, and real estate, based on the investor's objectives and risk profile. So in this case, if you are investing in these three classes these three asset classes, you have stocks, you have bonds, as well as real estate, you may decide to say, well, maybe for the sake of simplicity, we are going to allocate, maybe 40% to stocks, 20% to bonds, as well as 20% to real estate. So the asset allocation is always predetermined. That's why some pension administrators, they normally adopt this particular strategy, and their asset allocation is well spelled out. They are risk averse, kind of, and they allocate their assets in such a way that they will not be exposed to maximum level of risk. Number three is periodic rebalancing. It involves periodically adjusting the portfolio to maintain the target asset allocation, which can drift due to market movement. If maybe the predetermined allocation was to have maybe let's say 60% or let's say 40% in stocks. If stocks grows above 40%, then they are going to reallocate the asset classes so as to be able to obtain what they actually have in mind to obtain. So it's very important that these particular percentages are well taken care of, so that the nature of what they want to achieve at the end of the day will be feasible and obtainable. So they are kind of bound by their asset allocation percentage. Very, very important because they are risk averse. Not only that, you have this issue of diversification. So in this case, they are focused on spreading investment across different asset classes to reduce risk and overexposure to a particular sector or investment class, and this will in turn gives a stable returns and over time. I want to look at the benefits of strategic asset allocation. Number one is risk management. Essentially, it is done for the purpose of risk management. It helps managers, it helps to manage risk by diversifying investment across different asset classes, which can reduce the impact of poor performance in a single, in a single area. If a single area underperforms, it will not really affect the performance of the overall portfolio, because other areas, will perform, very well. Number two is goal alignment. Goal alignments, it aligns the portfolio with the investor's long-term financial goals and risk tolerance, providing a structured, approach to investing. It helps you to be able to align your, goal, which will of course, influence the the individual asset classes you are going to include in your portfolio. It is based on your long-term investment objective. It is equally, a function of your goals as an individual. Number true is predictable performance. Predictable performance. It provides systematic approach to investment management, which can result in a more predictable performance relative to market fluctuation. They don't fluctuate like stocks, like the stock market, and the performance we expect, is somewhat predictable, compared to other traditional investing. You equally have number 4, reduce emotional investing. Reduce emotional investing. So it encourages a disciplined approach, resulting, in a reduced likelihood of making emotional decisions based on the market movement, or based on, investor psychology, or sentiments. So you are more disciplined. They are more disciplined when it comes to, this particular kind of strategy. We want to look at the drawbacks. The drawbacks, number 1, involve include flexibility. It has to do with inflexibility. Inflexibility may be less responsive to short-term market changes or opportunities, as it is designed for long-term stability rather than, tactical adjustment. When it comes to short-term performance, you don't really gain much in the short term, because the entire portfolio, the entire philosophy is adopted with a long term investment horizon in mind. You have number 2, potential for underperformance. Potential for underperformance. So if the chosen asset allocation is not well suited to current market conditions or future changes, it may result in suboptimal performance. There's that danger that the strategy may not respond positively to market changes. So as a result, it will lead to a certain level of underperformance. Number 3 is a rebalancing cost. Rebalancing cost. So regular rebalancing can incur in transaction costs and tax implications, especially in a taxable account. So when you rebalance regularly, it will attract trading costs, it will attract fees as well, which may eat into the overall portfolio performance. Number 4 is initial allocation complexity. Initial allocation complexity. Determining the optimal asset allocation can be complex and may require detailed analysis and ongoing adjustments. So for you to be able to fully, benefit from this particular strategy, you will need to be able to analyze, an investment potentials very, very well. So strategic asset allocation is a functional concept in portfolio management, aiming to create a balanced and diversified investment approach that aligns with the investors' long-time goals and risk tolerance. Please, you are expected to like this video, and as well as subscribe to this channel. It will really help me so much and encourage me to keep on bringing content of this nature, to you.